everyone doing? I'm so glad to have all these people in here. Well, we have had a very eventful day.
She's been working my butt off.
That's what we're supposed to do, aren't Emma? Wives are supposed to do that.
Who's all in here today? Is our comments coming in from over on the computer or here? How's it working?
What you need, Gracie?
Did you close it or something?
No, I didn't close it. Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you now.
Yes, we are here.
Hello, Dee's Homestead.
All right.
Did we get it? Did you get it?
No. But we're still on here.
Okay. Back that out of the way, huh?
All right. Well, we've had a very eventful day today. Steven, you want to tell them how many trees we've cut down so far?
How about they guess?
All right, y'all, really quick. Guess how many trees we have cut down so far in 3 days. How many trees have we cut down?
Well, technically it's 2 days because we only weren't there for 2 half days. So
It don't matter. It's still
2
a lot.
half days
It's still a
equal
lot.
1 day, if you think about it.
These homesteads, it's 77.
Okay. Who's next?
Come on, let's get a few more guesses in here. Gracie says 60. Well, actually, we cut down 84 trees already. That is a lot. That is a lot of hard work. That's a lot of throwing, slinging, and cutting and trimming, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
We did a lot, and you know, it's
Hey,
all right
you're
because
cutting them and dropping them down ain't really that's the easy work. And letting them fall and hit the ground, but actually cutting the limbs off and then actually sectioning them down, that's where the time frame comes in. Oh, say hey, Levi, to the camera. There's my little buddy. Here's my little buddy.
He's missed us today. He has missed us, really. He had to stay at home with Grandma because it was a little too chilly out there for him, and I didn't want him to be out there and have all that, be around all them limb trees falling and stuff. But we only have 15 more trees left to cut. We are super excited, and then
You sure? Did you actually count them? It might be in that range, but
No, I didn't count them.
I'm thinking there's a little more than that.
Well, it's not much. It's really not.
It's gonna probably be about 100 by the time we're done. Easy.
Oh yeah, at 100 trees, yeah, completely down, yeah. Because we have not cut. We actually have 4 or 5 trees at the beginning of the driveway that we have not cut down because we don't want people riding back in there and going plundering. So, but yeah, we got.
Well, we're gonna do that when we get go and get our gates and our entrance fencing. We're gonna get some nice entrance fencing, and we're making it wide enough so you can get a pretty big trailer in there.
So, but yeah, we're super excited. What else? What else did we do today besides cut trees? Oh, cut trees.
And try to plan out like where we're putting a barn or putting a house or.
Yeah, we did some planning. I have a bunch of work for the kids to do. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna pick up the limbs and stuff so that way, because there's still little limbs, tree limbs down, like,
We couldn't get everything. Basically, we got the bigger limbs that came off the trees, and then some of the small twigs and stuff. They're still laying in the driveway area on the ground. It wasn't really necessary, and they weren't really in the way. So the kids can do that little bit of work.
yep. I can go out there and start the burn barrel up, and we can just throw them in the burn barrel. I mean, it ain't no big deal for us. But
Yeah.
we gotta do something with the stumps. We have not decided on what we're going to do. We keep going back and forth on whether we should bring people in, or not or not spend the extra money. Because I mean, we got the trees down. All we gotta do is just do something with the stumps, and we'll be able to drive back. I can't drive my car back there, but I know he can drive the truck because it sits higher up off the ground.
Well, some of them stumps are too high for even that.
Well, I know that, but you can
But-
cut it off, and then it'll be
Yeah,
safe.
we would be able to drive back in there if we cut them flush with the ground. But the reason why we kept them up off the ground is just because it would be easier to find them with a machine, and you would know where they were at to actually take the whole root system out of the ground. But pine trees do have a situation, they'll rot out and they'll create a big pothole in the ground. So just cutting them off flush with the ground, and a year or two later down the road, it's gonna decompose and just
In the dark.
make a hole in the ground because it's all gonna rot and disintegrate, and you'll have little sinkholes everywhere. That's why we wanted to get them out of the ground and compact the driveway area. But we got some prices, and just coming in there, and people were saying we'll bring a bulldozer and just plow the stumps up, and
And that's all fine. We can do that. We have no problem doing that. But the thing is, we got to put stone on top. We got to fill it. Go back and compact it back down. And that's a lot of rock and stuff that has to be put down. And
that's gonna slow up our process and slow up our what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna slow up basically
give me one of those.
us getting to where we want to get in the time frame that we want to get in, get stuff done,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So,
We are thinking about renting a stump grinder because we could just cut the stumps off at the ground with our chainsaw, but that's a brand new chainsaw, and I really don't want the blades and stuff messed up.
yeah, granted, I know we have to sharpen them
Take
and
it to
all,
Gracie.
but I really don't want to be cutting dirt, just cutting dirt, and it ain't really necessary. And a stump grinder, really, if you think about it, a pine, technically, a pine stump, they rot quick. I mean, especially as soon as you cut a pine, especially the pines we got, they rot quick. As soon as you cut them, it's already starting to
get 'em later.
decompose. I mean, basically, is how it works. So,
So we're just gonna take it slow. We're gonna figure it out as we go. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we know that doing that it'll mess the chains up. But it's a learning process. We're just trying to find the easiest way to go about doing it and not spend a whole lot of money. Which is hard work. We don't mind hard working.
yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. It's quiet.
Honestly, the past
What do
2
we do?
days, we've cut down a buttload of trees, 84 trees, and I actually feel better out there working.
I mean, it's a nice driveway too. It's probably a good 20 foot wide. We cleared all the way back there, and we did it as in we didn't do a straight driveway. We did have a curve in it, so you can't really see the house and everything whenever the time comes, the house or whatever we decide to build back there, which we haven't really figured it out yet. After we get the driveway figured out, then and get it all accomplished, then we'll go out there and start laying out stakes, or on our free time we might go out there and lay out stakes and see what pattern we like and what the setup would look like before
Yeah.
we start actually figuring out what am I looking for? What set we like to have out there.
Yeah.
Because we're working with an acre area. It's basically an acre, maybe a little over an acre.
There's nothing but
where that field
it's beautiful.
where the clear
Beautiful.
field is, where you see the winter rye and
The green grass.
the oats that are planted out there. Basically all it was a
food plot.
It was a food plot for deer hunting, but that's basically all we got right now. And we were going to run animals in the mix of in between the trees so they can clean up the underbrush and clean everything out. Rather than us do it, have the animals clean up underneath the pines, and I think that would be a better way. But as of right now, we're only going to have pretty much like an acre area, maybe a hair over an acre and a quarter, to do everything as of right now, which is plenty of room to do it. But there is 12.5 acres there, and the rest of it's pine trees. But we were going to let them grow out, because when they get bigger and bigger, you can pay your land off with them things. They'll accumulate money. I mean, they as of the size of them now, they ain't gonna accumulate nothing if we decided to cut them out.
I will tell you this: my chapstick, the Mrozinski Family Homestead chapstick, that I have been using it like crazy, because being out there in the cold weather, it chaps your lips, and it's done a number on mine. But I tell you, I put some Carmex chapstick because my daughter had some, and I couldn't find mine, and it burnt my lips. Like, I have a burn mark where it actually burnt my lips. So I only use this now, and I love it. It's made with all natural ingredients.
You just used that because we didn't have nothing else at the time frame.
Yeah.
You didn't have one of them with you, or in the vehicle we didn't have one. We forgot one or didn't have one with us. So, and that's just happened to be somewhere where we needed it. So that's
I mean, it's just it has saved me. But I will never again use store-bought chapstick.
Let's see here. What did that say?
It says we have 4,000 pines. We cleared a large area. We cut the pines and hired someone to come and remove the stumps. Stumps we didn't have removed last year and had rotted away. It takes a while. Yeah, it does take a while. It does take a while for them to rot, but it's not.
It'll probably a couple years is when you're gonna actually notice it. I mean, you'll be able to just kick it with your foot and it'll break apart.
4,000 pines. That is a lot of pines, because
I get it. There's more.
There's actually a video of me and the girls actually going and planting pine trees for my grandfather, and we must have planted 9,000 pine trees on that one little lot. I think it was like 10 acres. It wasn't, maybe not even that, but it was a lot and a hard work, and my girls did it. It's in their blood. Pine trees is in their blood. But no.
And I just want to let you all know that we're so thankful for all the subscribers that we have, and
yes, we are.
I mean, we appreciate it. I mean, y'all like family to us, and I mean, I wish I could meet each individual one of y'all to give you a handshake, honestly. Just for being a subscriber and watching our videos and taking the time out of your day to actually, and I hope y'all enjoy watching, and all that stuff.
Have you thought about cutting an X in the middle and trying to burn the stumps? I thought about that today. As I was walking and counting all the stumps, I was like, why don't we just burn them? But, and we could do that. But I don't know. I don't know about setting that many fires at one time.
That many fires? Oh, we gotta get all the pine needles out of there.
Yeah, we gotta do a lot of raking. You need to get the leaf blower and just blow them all out. Wait till it dries up a little bit, and then blow but we'll get it. We will get it. But no, we've thought about burning the stumps. We thought about grinding the stumps. We thought about just cutting them off. We thought about digging them up. And once we break through to that finish line,
We just don't want to. Our thing was what we were thinking about. We were gonna get one family friend to come in there with a bulldozer, or that's what he suggested. Come in there with a bulldozer. That's why we kept him up off the ground so he knew exactly where everyone was, and just push them out and then put them in a pile, in one of the rows of trees, and then grade it a little bit what it needs to be graded for the most part, and just pack it down with the weight of the bulldozer. And then we were going to get gravel and come in there and put it. But the price of gravel, we were thinking about the price of gravel and compared to the price of running the bulldozer,
the gravel's gonna be more.
the gravel's going to be more, but more money.
I mean, either which way, later on down the road, we're gonna have to put gravel down anyways.
I know,
but
what we were talking about
we need a well and
is
septic.
we need to do well and figure out the house where we want it first. And I didn't want to do all this perfect driveway if I needed to get wood delivered out there or do anything to build something and have these big semis come in there delivering stuff off and ruin the driveway that we put all the time and effort into doing, because the weight of a semi or even a class B truck, the weight of them things after we grade it and then put stone on it, it's going to create ruts. So you're going to have a hole over on this side and it'll come up in the center and a hole down on the other side. And then we would have to fix the driveway all over again after that's happened. So I was thinking about not doing the driveway the perfect ending of it until after that's all said and done. That's why I was debating whether to have somebody come in there with a bulldozer and do it now or wait. Let us just do the stump thing, get them to the ground, and then they come in there afterwards, because I just don't want getting a good driveway in there, and then all of a sudden, bringing all this material in and out is going to ruin the driveway with the weight of all the machinery that needs to go in there to do a pole building or anything.
Legacy Home
Or
and Garden.
just to deliver it, the stuff. And
Oh, hey, MB Heritage Farms. We are so glad y'all joined us, and I'm glad y'all joined us, because
how y'all doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Um,
I'm so grateful that everybody's here with us.
said Legacy Home and Garden said we paid $600 for 20 tons. That's actually not that bad, but
Yeah, it's basically
we are honestly.
it's $600 per truckload, basically. A dump truck, a single,
I know.
it'll hold 20
but
tons.
I mean, it's in a way we're trying to do this the cheapest way possible, because we don't. Sorry, y'all. Levi has his new headlamp on, and it won't shut off. But anyways, it's like it's just hard to explain. We don't want to spend a whole lot of money, but I know there's money that needs to be spent. But we have the well that's probably gonna have to be dug 200 feet.
We talked to a neighbor.
And they said they
Our
had a
neighbors,
well that
they have a neighbor
about 200 feet down.
Oh, yeah, the neighbor.
Yeah.
We talked to the neighbor, and I asked them just approximately, because their well was a good, quarter mile or half mile from where our property is. And I asked them, I was like, now basically the well is just on a regular piece of farmland. There ain't no house or nothing there. But I think it's for the cows.
Hey, Miss Sandy.
But anyway, I just asked them, I was like, how deep is your well over there? Just approximate guess, just so we can figure out, what kind of money we're looking to spend for a depth. And they said it was over 200 foot, so that wasn't too bad. That's usually
still gonna be roughly $8,000.
It's going to be a decent chunk of change.
And then we got to prep the septic site, and that's gonna be another $4,000 or $5,000. So we just gotta be very careful on how and when and where we spend our money right now. because
Yeah, we don't.
everything that we have saved up is what we got. Um, we've been saving for the past 2 years, and it's crazy.
And the
We had our
pandemic, the pandemic.
What county? Legacy Home and Garden. What county are you in? I know. I think she's from South Carolina.
I don't know.
But no, I am glad we are seeing a good many people in here. A lot of our subscribers. It makes me so happy.
I don't know.
Y'all-
Say, hey, y'all, we got, what is it? 1,270 subscribers.
Yeah, but these are some of the favorite ones.
I know, but I'm just. You would think, having that many subscribers, you would see a lot more, a lot more people in here. I don't understand the reason of that, but
Oh, she's
we actually love to watch YouTube videos. We watch YouTube, who we've subscribed to and everything. We watch them on a daily basis. I mean, every evening before we go to bed, we watch at least a video of each person.
I pay for a Netflix subscription, and I really don't watch Netflix. I
Yeah.
only have it for the kids.
Yep.
She's in Lexington.
Okay.
Who did you if you don't mind telling us who did you get to drill your well? I can't open it, Levi.
she just had a.
Y'all, this is real life, okay? It's hang on.
Did Legacy,
No, she hadn't commented back yet. Levi brought me an orange. Good thing it was an orange and not.
let's see, we had. Not happy to give you the name company we use. We live in Swansea, South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm gonna email you. I'm gonna send you an email and get the information.
My wife knows how
Oh,
to.
don't!
Hold on a minute.
You can't eat.
Hold on a minute.
Give me your hand.
Levi was choking.
He wasn't choking. He was trying to eat
The peel?
the peel. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, girls. Hold on a minute, y'all. Come here, please.
This poor baby.
Let the girls do that. Gracie's old enough to do that for him. Make sure he takes little bites of that, please, so he don't get caught in his throat.
It's
Here,
juicy.
go over there, please. Here, Courtney, come here, please. Can you take that to the trash can for me? Thank you.
You are right, because honestly, this is a good many viewers on our live. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm happy. We're happy to see y'all.
we
so
are.
happy.
We are.
We're trying to grow our channel, and it's been growing, and we hit a dead stop for some reason. I don't understand it. And we're always sitting there watching, the subscribers, and my wife's telling me, we got 1,276. Now we got 1,270.
That's
Now
YouTube for you.
now we got 1,274. Now we got 1,269. Yeah, it's all over the place, but it stays right in that vicinity. But YouTube, I don't know if anybody knows this.
YouTube does that.
If you don't keep up with the videos,
Not right now.
YouTube will actually unsubscribe you from the channel, and I think that's what's going on. And then people have to resubscribe back to the channel they were subscribed to. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
So if you don't follow up and stay on top of it, then that's what happens. That's why there's a.
Yeah, and be prepared to warm says that's what happens to everyone, and it does. It
And
does.
it drives me insane. I'm like, what's
I
going
have to explain
on?
that to my husband every time.
And I'm like, we're paying for what's that editing software we got? I mean,
Premiere Pro.
we got Premiere Pro editing software, so we're paying money for that. All the the cameras and the the tripods and the stands, and we
One
got
of them I broke.
yeah, she just broke one the other day, and actually broke the bottom of the camera. So the camera is like you can't put it on the tripod no more. So we're down a camera and down a mounting bracket, all for the tripod. But we can still use the tripod for something else. But that was an accident. She tripped over a stump at the property, and
The camera hit a tree. I'm glad the camera actually works, and you just can't put it on a tripod.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people with YouTube channels, they know, it costs money to have a YouTube channel, and it takes a while before you see any kind of money return from YouTube. And it would be nice
It's a lot of hard work.
It is a lot of hard work. Now, granted, she does all the editing, she does all the stuff. I don't do nothing. But be in the video, and I'm making some videos, and I'm in videos. But yeah, as of editing and everything else, this is the main cheese for her. She does everything.
But no, let's see. Lulu's Treasure Trove says, strange how they unsubscribe folks. Yeah, it really is.
What is it?
Unsubscribe people from their channels. So does anybody have any, like, questions for us or anything? And now that there's a lot more subscribers in here, or viewers.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see y'all. I mean, I could say it until I'm blue in the face. I am so happy that everybody's here. Or a lot of people are in here, and we did make a video today, and my wife said it's gonna be coming out tomorrow.
Hey, actually, you're going to do the editing because these Homestead just volunteered you to do the editing.
Oh, jeez.
He's only edited one video, and I showed him how to do it, but
I can't
it went
remember
in, as everyone knows, it went in one ear and out the other. I mean, that's just the man for
She's
you.
just good at it. I mean, she can edit a video in no time. I mean, compared to, I'd probably be there all day long trying to figure out how to do this and move this here and move that there. She'll take something, at the end of the video and put it in the beginning of the video if you miss something. You know what I mean? And swap it all over the place and make it make it what it is.
Angie said, hi from Edgefield. Is your snow all gone? No, our snow is not all gone. We still have a
Hey, Angie.
snowman outside.
Yeah, there is a little bit of, dusting on the ground in certain spots, I guess where the shade was, but for the most part, it's all gone.
Our snowman's still standing.
Over at the property, there was, at the new land, there was snow up under the trees a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
and some still on the logs that we had cut last week.
yeah, but it didn't melt, and that's just because the sun wasn't, able to see it.
Go get Gracie.
And
Gracie, come
melt
here.
it. But yeah, for the most part, we got where we live at, not the property, but where we live at now, we got 2.5 inches of snow. And, by the next morning on the concrete or in the driveway and out there on the patio area, it was pretty much starting to melt. But, the kids were able to go out there and have fun and play in it for a little while.
Legacy Home and Garden says, are you going to be getting a tractor? Eventually, one day, yeah. If we can find one on at a decent price, yeah. We don't care if it's used.
Yeah, it would be nice to have one.
Everything that we get, if it's used, we make it like new. Everything. I mean, he still has a four-wheeler from 1987. It's 87.
I got an 1987
and it still runs like a champ. Dee's Home says, I like the way she's been doing the intros. I will tell you this. I have noticed that you take a little clip of the middle of the video and it'll catch their attention. And this is for other creators too. It'll catch their attention and then it'll make them go back and actually watch the video all the way through. And that's amazing. I have really seen a jump in my view. I just got kicked. The views in our screening. Like, and it's crazy. It really is. Sit down. Levi trying to be a daredevil, y'all. I'm
Did
sorry.
any of our subscribers tell us, ask us, commented yesterday on the video? Did any of y'all comment
Yeah.
on the video yesterday?
Yeah, a lot of them said I did a lot of hard work.
How about me and the garbage man look?
Yeah, you look like a garbage man. They
I
said
thought
they
that
also
was
said
funny.
you need to give me a back rub. Check out Kubota. They have great packages and reasonable interest free. Whoa.
Interest free for how many months though? 60 months
You know what?
or 84 months?
You gave me permission yesterday to go and buy another vehicle, buy something big, so I might go buy some. I'm joking.
Well, I tell you right
Yeah,
now.
I'm joking with him. I love picking at him.
Well, the thing, a tractor is nice, but for the stuff and the extent for what we want to do, technically a backhoe would be perfect. You know, full size backhoe, because you know you got the hoe to dig stuff out, and then you got the 8-foot bucket to scoop anything, and then you can put forks on the front of it.
So why don't you tell everyone, how did it feel when your wife finally admitted that she bought you a chainsaw? How did you feel?
Well, I felt happy, so I wasn't dealing with the one I have, you know. But with the one I had, well, I still have it, but it just don't have enough power and RPMs to run anything to cut what we're cutting. And it's basically like a lemon saw, like I said in the video. It's meant to just cut the limbs off the tree. It ain't meant to cut, you know, a tree down, you know.
Are you glad that I bought that saw for you without you knowing?
I'm glad. I ain't gonna like paying for it, but
Well,
but yeah, I mean, I'm glad. I mean, it's worth it. It's what y'all. It's. I mean, I presume y'all seen the prior video. It's a Husqvarna. You know.
when we were using his old chainsaw, I got so fed up with it. Like the chain was this loose on it, and you couldn't tighten it up no more, even if you put a bigger bar on it or whatever. I mean, it was just driving me crazy. And then when you would go put it on, like it would run fine in your hand, but as soon as you would go touch the tree, it would bog down and run, like the RPMs were not there, and it would just run so slow. I was like, oh. And me and Gracie, we were laughing the whole time at him because he was like, is this thing ever gonna do right? Because we had already knew that we had got him a new chainsaw. So he was sitting there wondering the whole time, why were we laughing at him and making fun of him?
Yeah.
But no, my whole family, everybody knew because I actually got fussed at by his dad, saying that he didn't need to be running that chainsaw because it was messed up. And so I made everybody happy, and he just figured it out.
That thing's got some RPMs. It sounds like a dirt bike hitting a power band. That thing. I mean, that thing's off the wall. I can't believe how strong that thing is. I mean, you put it to a 12-inch diameter tree or something like that. You'll throw it within a half a second. I mean, it's a as soon as you hit the trigger, you're all the way through it. That's how fast it goes.
And I had been thinking about this for a long time. Like, I knew exactly what type of chainsaw he wanted. I knew that he wanted he wanted a commercial chainsaw, because all the equipment that he runs is commercial. And then I just had found that moment where I could get the 0% interest financing, and I just slipped right in there and got it.
As a matter of fact, they shipped it from, where did they ship it from? You told me.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. They shipped it from New Hampshire.
He was actually standing when the FedEx guy come. I had to literally hurry up and like push him down those steps over there to get him downstairs, because his mom had to go outside and get it for me, and because he was actually going to go out there and grab it and bring it inside.
Well, the box was camouflaged. I wouldn't even knew.
You would have known your wife had bought something because you would have seen Shannon Mrozinski on it. Next time I do something like that, I'll put it in.
But I
else's
didn't
name.
really think you ordered something. Really, I didn't think
But no, we are really enjoying that chainsaw. Steven is going to work on the other one. He's going to get it fixed.
Matter of fact, I went through
He's going to teach me how to run it.
5 tanks of gas and with it so far. I was surprised how long it ran just with 1 tank of gas. I was able to cut down 15 trees, limb them up, and also cut them into 16 to 18 inch pieces so we can carry them. And 2 to 5 minutes. I mean, from dropping it, limbing it up, and cutting it up. It was done in like 2 to 5 minutes. I couldn't believe how fast it was. I mean, it was just like the RPMs were probably running 11,000 RPMs. It was screaming.
But I will tell you, that is one thing, and Legacy Home Garden, yes, you are right. You have to have safe, reliable tools when you're working. And that chainsaw that he was using prior, it was not safe. It was not reliable. I mean, heck, even after he had left, he had to go pick up his truck. I picked the chainsaw up.
Say that again. that
I
was a tongue twister.
I picked the chainsaw up and I tried to crank it up. That thing will never crank for me, never. I finally threw it on the ground. Hopefully,
you threw it?
Yes, I did. Ask Gracie. I threw it on the ground.
Well, we can't get rid of it.
I didn't say you can get rid of it, but you can fix it.
Yeah, I can fix it.
You can fix it. I know you can. You fixed it. Like someone gave that to him because
they were going to throw it in the trash
away
because it didn't run. And sure enough, not even the same day, I come back to the house, I had it running. And
that's like I said, we take care of if someone gives us something, we make it good. We try our hardest to make it good. And
we bought an ATV, a 4-wheeler. We bought it for our daughter. Yeah, it's a Honda 4-Trax. We bought it used. It's a 1993.
Yeah, the new one will crank for me. Because I sweet talked her. I gave her a new home.
Hey, it actually idles too without having to hit the gas and keep on hitting the gas. But see, the old one that I got running, I wasn't able to adjust the carburetor, and every time I went a little too less or a little too much on the fuel, it would either die or die. So basically, after you get it running, you got to keep on hitting the gas every once in a while with your finger just to keep it running. So, I mean, for being free, and then without having to get a carburetor for it, I did clean the jets out in it, but
we did a lot of it. It lasted a good long time. And working out there on the property, as long as you're moving, you're not cold.
You know what the nice thing about it is? Where this piece of property is at, we don't see no vehicles. Now it's on a dirt road. The property's on a dirt road, so we have no traffic. And
whoever does travel down that dirt road, they live on that dirt road, and it's nothing but
farmers. The only person that lives on that dirt road other than us is cows. So
cows.
Basically, the farmers are driving the tractors down there, holding round bales of hay, dropping hay bales off at the cows is what they're doing. That's the most you'll see on that road is a big John Deere tractor hauling hay bales.
Yes, I am excited for animals. I want to get some animals. I told Steven today that I wanted to get my gardening bed. As soon as we break through those last 15 or 20 trees, break through to that field, and I can get a truck back there, I want to set up a self-watering garden. But I have to set it in a fence first, and that's where the planning comes in on what's going to go where and everything. So I want to self-watering gardening, out there on that property. I also want to be able to run chicken tractors on the property. So I want to take that field, and when we're not there, I want to electrify that whole acre. So that way we can build a chicken pen and stick the chicken pen inside that big fenced-in acre. And I have so many ideas. It blows my husband's mind whenever he's like, "You want to do what now?"
The thing I told her is, I really don't want to get no animals or no nothing until we actually set in stone that we're living over there, because it's a lot to drive. I mean, granted, it's only 10 minutes from the house where we're living at now, the property, but
Well, you can go every other day.
I'd rather be there just for predator situations. I don't want to get too involved over there and have to commute back and forth every single day if we're not able to. That's the only reason why I said, not, I don't mind a garden, but when you get
Really, I can do my
chickens,
garden. You're gonna help me do my garden?
well,
Yay!
I mean, honestly, I'd rather put the time and effort in getting a house started and get something to live in over there than, because we got our gardens right here where we're at, right now. I mean, if you think about it, we got everything. We got chickens, all that stuff,
But
where
I
we're
want
at
to go
now.
bigger.
I know. Well, we are going bigger.
I want to go bigger. I want to go bigger. Like this spring, I want a big. Look at his face, y'all. I want a big 20 by 20 garden.
I
And I want it
hey,
to be self-watering, and I want to be able to keep. I want 8-foot fences all the way around the garden, and I want it to keep the deer out. And
see, if you're there, you wouldn't have to worry about a fence or for the garden, because you can just sit out the window with the gun. You know what I mean?
that'll be fall, okay? We'll do that in the fall. Okay. I'll actually open the fence up and let the deer come in. I'm joking, y'all. Not sabotage deer like that. Bushwhack them. Cows. Let's see. Thoughts on cows or goats?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I grew up drinking cow's milk, or not cow. I grew
Goat's
up.
milk.
Yeah, I grew
We
up.
want a few goats to go on the property to eat and do whatever to browse. Cow, we will get a milking cow, but it's not going to be right now. We have to get a little bit. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good
More established and
a
more.
good 2 years because
I don't want to be feeding hay. We need to have more of a pasture. As of right now, we got all them pine trees, and we really can't really do nothing with them to harvest them without losing a bunch of money on that, because that's pretty much money in the bank when you're ready to cut the pine trees down, because they only need like 3 to 5 years before you can thin them, and then after that you can start doing what you want and be able to have a little more room to do things. And a cow on an acre with a house and all that other stuff, that ain't gonna work, because you'll be buying hay you'll be buying hay like crazy. But yeah, we are going to get cows. I mean, after we get all them trees cut down in the whole property, because we were going to fence the whole property in, but
we'll figure.
I'm
We'll
kind of
figure,
debating
yeah.
on that until all the trees are cut, because I don't need the machinery.
We still have one more hunter that we need to meet up with. He lives on, or he doesn't live right there, but he does hunt that property right on the other side of us, and we still need to meet up with him because I don't want the kids or anything to be out there, and because we had heard that he just shoots whatever walks out. He doesn't care what size it is. He doesn't care what it is. If it's a doe, it's a buck. He doesn't care. So, like you see, Home and Garden says getting your infrastructure up makes sense, step by step, plenty of time to grow. These Homestead says that doesn't work. The deer get in mine while I'm at work, and when I'm sleeping. I'll be using a fence this year.
Well,
yes,
I'm the one.
I
Hey,
have learned.
Dee's, I'm the one working. She's the one at the house with the kids, so she's pretty much home all the time. I'm the one that leaves and goes to work, and
Oh, so you just want me to stand at the door with a shotgun?
I don't care. I don't care.
Let's see. So, have you had someone quote you on harvesting your pines? Yes, we are working with a forester. We had them come out a day after we had
The closing.
we had the closing, and he is going to be giving us a call in about 2 years to kind of come out and see where we're at, and we will go from there because we know that it needs to be thinned. It has never been thinned, and it's been there for 15, 16 years, so it needs to be thinned, and we will, when that time comes, we will thin it. Um, it's just a lot of process. Um, Gypsy, Jesse said,
We can
I
we
wa-
yeah, but we can run goats in there. Goats will eat the heck out of all that underbrush.
yeah,
I mean,
that's what Gypsy Jesse was saying. I don't do goats and chickens, or I want to do goats and chickens when I homestead. I just want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I know the chickens. I actually have 7 or 8 roosters right now that need to be harvested, and I have to find the time to go and do that.
well,
But
we gotta find it out.
well,
As of right now, I mean,
you work during the week, and
I
I
know.
mean, it's just it's a jumbled up mess.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, it's hard. I mean, my wife, she does a lot. I mean, women do a lot. I don't just especially if they're home. You know, because they're taking care of the house, they're taking care of the kids. You know, they're doing the chores, and I'm pretty much getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and I don't get back until about 4 o'clock in the evening, sometimes earlier. um, so basically, everything's on her plate. You know, and then the kids help her. You know, if they're not doing schoolwork. So basically, it's a lot on her, but she manages to do it, you know. But
It's just a
that's
juggling
just,
process.
yeah. I mean, we gotta just try to plan things out and try to find a spur of the moment. Yeah, we might got 30 minutes right here to do this, you know, or however. But
Um, Kristen said feed for your cows is expensive. Yes, we know. Feed is expensive in general all the time. But we will get it. Let's see. Legacy Home Garden, do y'all have any work gloves? Yes.
I really don't like.
I actually, my hands still have sap on them. And I just gotta scrub them real good. But most of the day today, I used the work gloves. Yesterday, I had forgotten them, and I also didn't have a hair bow yesterday, and I got sap all in my hair, all on my hands. Like Steven told me to sit in his truck and don't touch nothing. Like, I'm serious. I couldn't even open the door to get out the truck. But no, I had sap everywhere. My jacket's covered in it. My normal Cabela's hoodie that I wear all the time, it's messed up. It's done.
I usually don't wear gloves. I mean, my hands are a lot. There's a lot of calluses on them. I mean, I got calluses
Here,
everywhere.
let's put some chapstick on. We can rub them together.
I mean, so really, I mean, for the most part, I ain't gonna get a blister because I got my hands are full of calluses. But I work with my hands every day, so that's a little different. Sometimes gloves just get in the way, but you know.
Yeah. But Jesse said, preach it. I'm a full-time mom of 3. Mamas have 24/7 job, never-ending home and kid manage. You are correct. You are 100% correct. It is never-ending.
I agree with you. There ain't too many men that'll agree with you, but I agree with you.
Like
She does a lot of work.
even when we were out there at the property and I was cleaning up, I still had a man to manage a kid. You want to know which kid it was? Yeah. Makes sense.
I'll go back and get you a drink.
Beep beep beep. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah, she
Go
get
eat
me.
something.
She go get me a drink. Go get me something to eat. I mean, so I can just keep on going.
Yeah.
I was pretty
But
much eating a sandwich with the chainsaw in my hand.
yeah. We do a lot. Us moms do a lot, and it's. But at the end of the day, you know, even though we're tired and we're irritated, we still love it. We
Yeah,
get up
yeah.
and do the same thing the next day.
It's like a never ending story.
Legacy Home and Garden, yes, we do have an Amazon wish list, and that is linked in every video. I haven't really promoted it a whole lot because I'm still trying to put it together. But every time we add something to it, it is on there. It's always linked in the descriptions of any video, and
What does that do?
an Amazon wish list. I'll
Yeah,
explain to you later.
y'all okay? I ain't familiar with it.
But yeah, I started I created one so that way we could, I guess, just wishful thinking that someone would get us something, because there's some stuff that we need that we just really don't have the time for, or don't have time to go buy. Heck, I'm almost
We're kind of on like a
we're on a budget.
Yeah, we're on a certain I mean, we can't go spend crazy amount, because
Like we need some clippers. Our little lobber, I'm gonna say lobbers. I call them clippers, but our lobbers, they are old, and they actually have pieces of metal like out of them, so they don't cut really good. So I had wanted some of those. So that way the kids can help me clip the trees. Um, let's see. There was a pitchfork on there because for the longest time I needed a pitchfork, and I still need one because I gotta get the pine straw up so that way I can do the dogs' bedding in their dog box. Because right now I'm just piling hay and just throwing it in there. But yeah, go check out. Make sure y'all go check out our wish list.
Anybody else have any questions?
Gypsy Jessie said, "Oh my, a kid with a chainsaw."
Oh yeah.
You are a kid.
Yeah.
Y'all, when he first cranked that thing up, the smile on his face was like a kid in a candy store. He was a kid, I tell you.
I just wish it wasn't that cold out. That day it was cold. It was cold out. And it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't just a dry, it was a damp cold. So that's even worse.
Actually, yesterday, my feet were soaked, even with my waterproof boots on. And today, I wore a thicker pair of socks, and they actually did pretty good. It was cold.
Yeah, it's... South Carolina, it ain't a dry cold. It's a damp cold. So it's, it might have been 30. Well, this morning it was 30 degrees when we were on our way to the property. Yeah. Yesterday it was 29 degrees.
While we were at the property.
While we were at the property, and then it got up to about 34, I think. And that was just, it was cold. I mean, it probably felt, I've been in real cold weather before, because I used to travel with my job, so I, stayed in different parts of the United States. And so, it felt like negative 30, negative 40 out. That's how cold it felt. But it was only, it was still, 29 to 34 degrees, but it felt like it was like way colder, just from the dampness.
But, whew, it's just.
Where we at? Who else is saying? These days is on a budget for real. Yeah, everything's on a budget.
Yep. Get some of those heat things, the little packet things. The hand warmers.
She uses them when she goes deer hunting.
Yeah, I use them when I go deer hunting. I use them a lot. That's why I don't ever have them. Now, here pretty soon we'll be able to drive the truck back to the back where the burn barrel is, and then we'll have the water right there, so I'll be able to burn fire all the time.
And we're able to, when we bring, like, we could bring an ATV in there because where the stumps are, they're far enough apart. The ATV will come through there. But we were gonna, after we get that situated, we were gonna
Yeah, we
bring an
want to cut a little
ATV,
loop in there so that way the kids can
ride, ride the
four wheeler
ATV,
and go pick up the logs.
Yeah, go pick up the log. We do have a little trailer for the four wheeler. Matter of fact, we found that somebody was throwing it away, and I fixed it, and now it's like brand new. Looking.
Yeah, it was a John Deere trailer. It was
a little John Deere
good.
dump trailer. I mean, it was one of them yard trailer things, but it was the beefier one. So basically, I fixed it. Matter of fact, we went to the John Deere dealership in the county we live in, and they says, "Well, we had one we had to return or came damaged to the store," and they were like, and I was like, "Well, I need this part for this thing," and they actually just gave it to me. They didn't charge me not a dime for it. They gave it to me. I couldn't believe it. They gave me the 2 tires. And what else they gave me? They gave me the 2 tires.
Yeah.
The 2 tires for it.
Yeah, and the only thing we really bought for it was a new hitch, so that way
we
could hook it to the back of the four wheeler.
Yeah, we did it. Instead of one of them pin hitches, we put an actual
Ball.
2-inch ball receiver hitch for it. We converted it, and we put a new axle in it, and it's in tip top shape. It's brand new, pretty much.
But we're going to continue to work on our property. We are super excited. We're going to continue to work on it and continue to chip away at every little thing that we do. I forgot what I was going to say. We'll get it, y'all. We're just taking it slow, day by day, and just going slow.
Yeah,
but except for when we're actually out there working on the property, then it feels like it just goes by so fast.
It does. Today went by quick. I mean, we were out there all day long.
Yeah.
And
then we got back home at 6 o'clock, and then got on the live at 7, so we had to hurry up and eat supper. I mean, we didn't want to miss it.
Yeah, and we apologize for last week. Due to weather, we weren't able to get on live. So that's what happened with last week's live, and I hope we didn't disappoint any of y'all. And y'all were expecting to watch us, but that's what happened. We had horrible weather, and we had power outages and everything else, and we had no way of doing something, and we apologize for that situation, but but yeah.
All right,
What else? What else we got?
That'll be it. There ain't nothing really.
Anybody else have any more questions for us? Life happens, no worries. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We felt horrible. I felt horrible. I was like, man, I hope we don't disappoint and lose subscribers. I was worried sick. Because we promised everybody we're going to do this stuff Sunday evening. At least until we decide maybe to change a day, to do it some other day. But as of right now, it's Sunday evening at 7 o'clock.
And I've started setting reminders. Because sometimes I'll forget. I'll get the mom brain and just forget it.
I'm like, hey, we have live tonight in 1 hour.
Yeah.
45 minutes. Hurry up, get everything done what we need to do before we got to get on live. So
that's the way it goes around here. I'm telling you. All right, guys.
Let me
Yes, we are going to be going live every Sunday
evening, yeah.
Yep, Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. That is
And if y'all want to get a hold to us somehow, I mean,
send us an email.
Send us an email. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm more of a person that likes to talk to somebody on the telephone. She does the email answering for the most part. I mean, I see them. I see all the emails that come in, but when it comes to replying back and stuff, she's usually the one to do it because she could type like a whiz.
See, back to the mom.
Yep. But if it comes to conversating with me, I'll be honest with you. I'll just throw out my telephone number. You know, that's how I feel about it. You know, I'd rather just somebody call me. But I can get a lot farther with a conversation on the telephone than I can with an email. That's just how I feel about it. But I know some people are a little iffy about all that. But I mean, how many telemarketers does everybody get? I must get 500 telemarketers call me a day from thousands of different numbers. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like your number ain't, you know, they're buying the number from a cell phone store to get your telephone number to
Hey,
call
Celtic
you. So.
Rooms Farm. We are so glad that y'all are joining. And hang on. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. Now
There
we're
we
back.
got
Hopefully that cell phone don't die.
it. For some reason, we are having a problem. We couldn't get on live on our computer, so we're actually on a cell phone. I don't know if it's any different for y'all looking at us, but we're actually on a cell phone doing this because for some reason, something in the computer has changed on the setup for the live.
Yeah.
And it didn't want to go through, and we were actually a couple minutes after 7 before we got on. So my wife was like, "We just got to go on the telephone and do it that way, because that's just how it has to work."
No.
But we do have the cell phone leaning up on the computer, and we're watching two things. But the computer, yeah, I don't understand what's going on, and it's a brand new computer.
It's not the computer.
I know it's not.
It's the operator.
It's the operating.
It's the operator. The
Well,
operator messed up.
hey, you're talking junk about yourself. I ain't doing it now.
It's all right. I can talk junk about myself. All right. Well, we aren't going to be on here too much longer, but we'll talk for a little bit longer. Anybody else have any more questions or advice? Does anybody have any advice they would like to give us going forward or moving forward through this? We like taking advice.
Yeah, we must have tried to pick a home site every time we've been there for the past.
Yeah, like I know everyone says that your house is supposed to be facing south. Is that really true? Like, are you really supposed to be putting your house facing south? I mean, I really don't know.
I mean, when it comes to solar panels, I mean, but the thing is, we don't want solar panels on top of a house. You know, I ain't putting holes in the roof. So if I did, you know, since we're going to do solar panels, you know, I don't think the house needs to face south unless you really want sun in there. But you know, I was going to make something for the solar panels to be on.
You don't want peppermint? Well, get lavender. There's lavender over there. The lavender.
She's talking to one of the kids, guys.
Yeah, they wanted. Cordy just asked me for a lavender chapstick. It's over there in that little box. You gotta read it.
See the brown box right there?
But no, y'all. I will say this one more time. This chapstick has saved my life, and I hope that whoever got this in their packaging is loving it as much as I have. And if you want some, just send me an email. And I will be glad to work something out. I still have a lot more chapstick, and it's amazing. I'm so glad that I found this recipe and that I've made it. It's amazing.
But the trick is, don't lick your lips in the cold weather.
Well, I can't help that. I did find that if I let this sit out on the tailgate, it would actually get really, really hard, and then. Like, it would, I guess because it's the coconut oil. The colder it gets, the harder it sets. Yeah. But it's awesome.
What does Southern Root say?
Typically,
the south-facing home gets the sun for the most of the day, especially at the front of the house, and therefore usually brighter and warmer. Yes, that is true. But we're I mean,
I need
we're
to find
pretty
out which
much
way south.
Yeah, well,
I don't know which way south out there at the property. I really don't, Because I've always heard the sun
Well,
rises in the east and sets in the west. So.
Well, that's true, but it's not true because technically it goes on an angle. So basically, it sets. It might rise in the east, but then it's on a set in the west, more north or more south. It's not a straight line. So I'm not up to date with all that either, but I know which way to go out of the driveway to head to Georgia, and I know Georgia's southeast.
Yeah.
So
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Georgia's southeast, and it's only 58 miles or 50 miles from where we're at. We ain't far from Georgia.
Now, 58 miles, it takes us an hour and 15 minutes to drive. Because when we used to go back and forth to Augusta, Burn Center, it'd take us an hour and 15 minutes to get there.
Well, it's a lot of back roads and a lot of stopping and going through the little country roads.
Legacy Home and Garden says, go slow, step by step, make a list, satisfaction if checking off accomplishments. Y'all, I can't talk tonight. Yeah. I'm just... we are going to be making lists, but we're going to get it done.
I know we need a driveway. We just need to get a driveway done and get it situated so we can get back there and not park, 700, 800 feet and then walk in there all the time.
I will say this real quick. And Miss Angie, I know as of right now we have 3 lighter stumps. I know you commented earlier on that. We have 3 lighter stumps, and I have been marking where they are so I can pull them out of the woods and save them. We are super excited. I completely forgot about lighter. And then my brother threw a big chunk of lighter into the burn barrel, and it stayed lit forever. And I was like, what did you do? He's like, I threw a lighter in there. I was like, well, that was a piece I could have saved. She also says we have many days above 100 degrees, so you don't want too much light. No, we don't.
Yeah, South Carolina's hot. I mean, there is some people in here right now that ain't from the southeast, and I know their temperatures are way different than what we get. And summer times it can get 120 degrees and stay that way. 110 with the heat index.
What?
Okay.
But yeah.
Celtic Root says advice for those looking to grow their channel. Stop asking, how do I get more subscribers? Honestly, I have just quit asking people to check our channel out. I've done got to that point to where it's out there. I post it in the groups, and if they click on it, then and they see it, and if they want to subscribe, it's up to them. I'm not gonna sit there and be like that. And
yeah, we ain't sitting here trying to beg for subscribers.
No, that's not what they're saying.
Oh, okay.
Why should someone? Yeah, and change it to why should someone subscribe to my channel? And I say that in a lot of my videos. I mean, I want people to follow along with us and help us because your advice, even by you commenting your advice, we actually take. Me and him actually read every last one of the comments, every. Y'all, I have to.
Yeah, let her. She has to go. She'll be back.
Oh.
But yeah, she has to. We do take everybody's advice, like she was saying, and we basically listen to what people say, and then put our own, common sense here, and say, hey, well, should we do it this way? Should we do it that way? But granted, yeah, we've been homesteading for a long time, and doing, growing food and doing chickens and doing, other stuff. We've been doing it for many years. It's, we started this YouTube channel about, I'd say 2.5, 3 years ago, almost. And, but we just did it because we were bored, and, I was home from work for many months through that pandemic thing. And we started watching YouTube, and I was like, well, dang, you know. But that's the reason why we started YouTube channel, because we seen a lot of people doing the same thing we were doing, and we were like, well, we can be part of that family and try to help other families out and help other people out that do the same thing. But we do have a lot of knowledge in doing homesteading and doing all this stuff and putting fences up, doing building stuff, doing. We have a lot of knowledge in it. So we're not people that are just starting to do this. But you know, there is people that that are here with us, or maybe just started maybe homesteading or been doing it for as long as we have, or vice versa, or been, have the same story. But we still want to have other people's advices, because everybody's advice is different on the same kind of questions. So it's nice to have more, more answers to that. More so you can think about, you think I could say in my head, do I think my way is better, or do I think his way is better? And we really appreciate the input that people want to put out there, and sometimes if we find a better way from somebody else telling us, then we're going to do it that way. We ain't going to go the way we used to do it. You know what I mean? And okay, yeah, we weren't really taking it that way. I just thought that Celtic Roots, Celtic Roots says I wasn't directing it all to y'all guys. Just something we've done recently, and it really does help with our growth. Okay, I appreciate that. That's good
All right.
advice. Hey, and Celtic Roots, what do you think? What do you think about the beard?
He said he wasn't growing. He wasn't going to cut it until next year.
I wasn't gonna cut it because I'm gonna enter the competition in November now. Just like I did last time, but you all lost my picture.
It's all right. It was all right.
It's all right, though. I probably wouldn't have won because I very rarely win anything.
All right, guys. So we are.
That's all right. What's Legacy Farm? Home. It's great community, like-minded people. Yes, it is. Like-minded people and great community. It is. I really wish it would be better communicating with people rather than through an email. It would be nice to be able to call people on a telephone and say, "Hey, you want to come over and give me a hand?" Or, "Hey, do you need me to come over to your place and give you a hand?" I would love, if somebody would say, "Hey, can you come over here and give me a hand?" I'll be like, sure. I would love to go help somebody as much as I would like people to come help me do a lot of the homesteading stuff, as in cleaning stuff up, or if anybody y'all need help, I would be more than happy to come to y'all's farm, or vice versa. Hopefully, I would like to grow that part out of it, as in rather than being more friend relationship rather than email relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't make me get the Santa. What is it?
Santa beard going for this November.
Come on now. I'm already ahead of you. You already shaved. You might grow it faster than me, though. It seems like it's taking forever to grow. Anybody have any advice on that?
Celtic Roots has a whole video on it.
Yeah, you watched it?
I sure did.
She watched it, and I didn't watch it. She must have watched it when I was at work, y'all.
I sure did.
I don't. Hey, was that little beard cream or whatever you won? I still remember that video, but something
We'll go back and rewatch
does that beard cream, does that actually help grow your hair faster?
No.
Because if it does, I need some on the top of my head right here.
Yeah, I seriously cannot believe he just showed his bald spot.
Yeah,
Really?
I got a little ball. Y'all can see it. You probably see it in some of the videos too. It's right here.
You're funny. You are so funny.
Hold that out.
Thank
We
you.
need a second bag. Oh,
All right, what does we got here?
come on.
He should never. You should never cut it. Laugh out loud. And once again, really sorry about.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. I mean, I ain't. I don't hold no grudges. I was just ready to watch the video and see my picture show up, and all of a sudden it didn't show up. And I remember you saying something about, oh, this is the last person or something like that. And I was like, what happened to my picture? I was like, I thought you sent it like 3 or 4 days ago, or whatever it does. I mean, it was like a week ago.
These Homestead just said, if it helps, let me know. I need a lot of it. Oh my goodness.
My wife,
Y'all need
I
some
think,
kinda-
I think my wife's getting used to it. In the beginning, she was saying, "You better shave that stuff off," but now I think she's getting used to it because I don't really hear no comments no more
Because
about.
I'm waiting for the right time to go snip.
She said she was gonna shave it while I was sleeping.
Y'all didn't know that's why I'm working him so hard. I'm trying to get him so tired so that way he just knocks out. Y'all, we like. All right, night, Miss Angie. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you, Angie.
We're gonna
I love being on live. I like communicating with people.
Six-shooter
Shooters, homestead, and
that
prepping.
My wife loves my beard. Okay.
Here's her
I like
input.
his beard to a point. Okay? Like, I don't like it all shaggy looking and sticking out and poofy. Like, he has to, like, around his lip area, he better keep it trimmed. It's got to stay trimmed. It's got to look clean.
Does it look clean or it looks like a garbage man?
You look like a garbage man. So I guess you better go clean it up.
Yeah, but it's cold. I work outside. For the most part, I'm outside at work. I mean, it helps out. My
Well,
face
I
don't
can
get
I
cold.
can get you I can get you one of them ski masks. There's no problem.
That'll be too hot then.
So keep you warm. It said Celtic Root said the beard balm will help the skin and keep the hair healthier and softer by massaging the beard balm. By massaging the beard balm in your skin, it will stimulate hair follicles. Good tips on that video. Hey, you're not getting it for the top of your head, okay?
Hey, will it work on the top of my head right here? Y'all, Celtic Roots, will it work on the top of my head right here?
You got Dee's Homestead and Steven wanting to know.
Hey, it's good input.
We're all learning about beards. Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, it hides it. I feel like I can't even see his lips.
You got the bottom one, look. That's it.
I'm not worried about the bottom one. It's not magic. It's not magic.
What's not magic?
The
For the hair?
Yeah. It's not magic.
Dang, what's going on here? I guess that's why a lot of people shave their top of their head bald when they start going bald, so it don't look like they're out of place. You know what they say about a guy with no hair on his head?
No, what?
Hmm?
What did they say?
I don't know. I forgot the joke.
You dingbat.
I forgot the joke. I really did.
He has a wife and kids. 'Cause that's when you started going bald.
and I got some grays in there. What's going on here? Just your luck.
Just our luck. It
Oh,
won't
just
work.
our-
Yeah, it won't work. It won't work.
Have you tried it?
Six-shooter Homestead said mine's a tactical beard. I'm telling y'all. Y'all men, y'all's beards just, y'all need to clean
Hey, it helps.
shave.
It helps with camouflage when you're hunting. Really, it does.
Y'all,
It's like camouflage. What do you think about it?
you know how I feel about that.
You like camouflage. Just pretend it's camouflage.
I swear. All right, well, yeah, there's Miss Courtney.
Say hey, Courtney, to the camera. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey, but you're behind me. Or behind her. Say
Yeah.
hey.